Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm finally going to be sharing with you guys my TJ Maxx makeup collection. I did do a TJ Maxx makeup collection back in January, so I will have that linked down below, as well as my TJ Maxx playlist that I've done for almost a year now. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get started. Here's where we're at. Here's basically where I store my TJ Maxx makeup. I recently purchased another one of these 5 drawers from IKEA. So on one side I have my TJ Maxx stuff, and then on the other side, as well as in those bigger 9 drawer units, I have my regular makeup that I purchased from like Sephora, Ulta, and all those other retailers. Let's get started with what's in the first drawer. So firstly, these organizers I got from Amazon. I will leave them linked down below, as well as everything that I'm talking about in this video if I could link them. I love it because it's like literally like super snug, and even when you open up the drawers, it's not gonna move around. So here's where I have my face powders, loose and pressed. So for example, I have this from Makeup Forever. I really like this. It's the HD high definition pressed powder. Looks just like that. It's pretty much just white. I also have this one right here from Too Faced. It has a little bit of color to it. This right here is from Liora.y. I also have this Bareminerals Bare Skin Powder, which I think is pretty nice. And it's a little bit broken, but it's okay. So there's that. And then I also have this one right here from Kat Von D, and this is just a loose one. I also have this one right here from Arden, which is pretty massive and huge. And then back here I have this Smashbox kind of like, oops, it's upside down powder. And it's more loose. It's a bit dark, so I could only wear it when I'm like self-tanned. And then I also have this from Becca, which is in Pink Haze. It's just a loose pink powder. Moving on to this section right over here, I have my brow products as well as eyeliners and mascaras. I didn't have enough space, like oh my god, to put everything in its own section, so I just put everything in here. So here are just a few of the brow products I have. So these two are kind of like mascara brow products. I have a Marc Jacobs brow pencil, Smashbox brow pencil, and then this one right here from the brand Crop, also a brow pencil. For mascaras, here are the few that I own. I have the Buxom Big T's mascara, the Elizabeth Arden Standing Ovation mascara, which I love. The Estee Lauder Multi Effects mascara, which is also really nice. The Clinique mascara. Oh, I have to show you guys this as well. This is such a good one. This is the MAC Bold and Bad Lash Mascara. It's such a good one. I love it. For liners, I do have a few. I have a nice amount of these Profusion liners in various different colors. They came in a set of 6. They kind of suck, so whatever, not really into that. I have this one right here from Milani. It's the Stay Put one in like a purple shade, and this one was a really great find for me. It's the Marc Jacobs Highline Eyeliner. I think that's what it's called, in a beautiful blue. Love that. That's pretty much everything that I have in this section. Then moving to this little section here, I like that there's 2 compartments. I have my primers, so my face and eye primers. I have this one from Algenis. This is the color correcting one, which I don't use a ton because I don't really color correct. I also have the Laura Mercier Spackle Tinted Primer, which is really nice. So those are pretty much the face primers. Then for eyes, I have these. This one right here is the Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer, which is really nice. It has a silicone-based feel to it. I like it. I have the Profusion Eyeshadow Primer, which came with a palette. I think it's okay. And then this is the Elizabeth Arden Advanced Eye Fix Primer. This is Emma's favorite, and I do think that it's really nice as well. I like it. Thanks, Emma, for letting me know that it's good. Here, moving on to this little section here, I have my concealers. So I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Concealer, which is really nice. It's a bit too light for me, so I have to mix it with something else. I also have this mini Kat Von D, what is this called exactly? Lock-It Concealer. And then my absolute favorite is the Marc Jacobs Concealer. Here's what it looks like. It's such a good one to carve out your brows with. I don't really use it a lot for my under eye area, but for the brows, oh my god. Okay, and then moving on to this section right over here, here's where I have my BB creams and primers and illuminators as well. For illuminators, I have these 3. I have the ABH Liquid Glow Illuminator in Oyster, as well as the Celestial Skin Liquid Lighting Illuminator from Kevyn Aucoin, which I love. And then I have the Liquid Aura by Urban Decay, which is very pigmented, so a little bit goes a very long way. For BB cream, I only have one. This is the MAC Prep and Prime BB cream. I love this. Then I have about 6 foundations. Firstly, I have the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. And then I have the L'Oreal Cushion Lumi Foundation in N3, as well as the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation, which is so nice for dry skin. Then I have these 3. I have the Clinique Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup, basically foundation. It's super pretty. I didn't expect it to be as nice. I have the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Mask, also really pretty. And then the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. The shade is a bit like old for me, but I still like the finish on the skin. So that's pretty much it. That was everything that was included in the first drawer. Now let's move on to the next one. My pride and joy. So beautiful. Okay, so this one is definitely pretty stuffed. I get it. But I'm so happy with these products. Most of them at least. Okay, so in this little section here, I have some bronzers, blushes, highlighters, more blushes, liquid illuminators, cream illuminators, I wanna say. Smaller size products, and then here in this section, I basically have a mixture of stuff. So some palettes, some cream products. Okay, so firstly in the back here, I have this crop bronzer. Here's what it looks like. It's an all natural brand, very pretty. Next up, I have this one from Algenis. Here's what this looks like. It's like a color correcting bronzer. It's really pretty on the skin, perfect for my skin tone. Then I have this Kevyn Aucoin bronzer in Desert Nights. I love the Kevyn Aucoin bronzers. I feel like they're really made beautifully. I then have these two Bareminerals bronzers. They're specifically called the Invisible Glow bronzers. I have them in 2 different shades. This one right here is in tan, and this one right here is in fair to light. I also have this Burberry face powder, but I'm using it as a bronzer. I just couldn't leave this like luxe product there. You know, it's so beautiful on the skin and it's so soft. I love the packaging too. Next up, I have this Smashbox Bronze Lights bronzer. Love how this literally looks like a camera lens. So pretty. Then I have this limited edition MAC bronzer in the shade Golden Rinse. So here's what it looks like. It actually applies really pretty on the skin. Usually with these products from MAC, they get hard pan, but this one so far is a winner. I have the Unicorn Tears bronzer from Too Faced as well, which is one that I purchased from Sephora for the full price tag, but then I saw it at TJ Maxx, I purchased it again because I really love it. Mine did break a little bit, but I did manage to fix this guy up. It's so pretty on the skin. You would never think so, but it's yum. Then I have some blushes over here. So I have 2 from ABH. These were really bomb finds because each one usually retails for 30 bucks on Sephora and Ulta. So this one right here is in Peachy Love, a bunch of peachy shades, and then we have Pool Party. Then I have 2 Lancome blushes. I really love these. I always wanted to have them, but never wanted to purchase them for the full price tag. This one right here is in Shimmer Pink Fling, a gorgeous pinky color. And then we have Shimmer Coral Kiss, which is probably my favorite one. It's a gorgeous coral shade. Then the last thing that's in this section is a Nars blush in the shade Fervor. This was an amazing find. Anytime I find Nars there, I go crazy. So it's a blush duo. We get more of a bronzy shade here and then a light pink. First thing that we have in the back is from Estee Lauder. This was honestly a sexy find as well. It's the highlighter in Heat Wave, super popular shade. And when I found it, I really just couldn't believe that it was there. Here's what it looks like. It's stunning. It suits my skin tone well, which surprised me, but I'm like, yes. Next up, I have a Bobbi Brown highlighter in the shade Afternoon Glow. It's more of like a rose gold type of shade. It's a bit too dark, but I could still kind of make it work if I really want to. Then I have this Liora bronzer in the shade Moroccan Bronze. It's stunning. I love it. Next up, we have this from Bareminerals. This is a highlighter duo. So here's what this duo looks like. One is in the shade Love Affair and the other one is in the shade Shining Moment. Next up, I have this, which broke my heart. If you guys watched my TJ Maxx video for that specific week, you do know that it literally flew on the floor. It's the big ass full size Liora highlighter in Diamond Dust. Really pretty on the skin. It has like a purpley pinky shift to it. The next highlighter I have here is from Elizabeth Arden, and this is the Forever highlighter in 01. I don't know if they make other shades, but here's what it looks like. It was like $7 and I'm like, there's no way I'm leaving it there. It's stunning, also on the face. Next up, I have this e.l.f. highlighter, and this one is in the shade Sunset Glow. I think this is nice. It's definitely not my favorite. I feel like the formula is pretty thick, but it still looks pretty on. Not one that I would pick over others, but it was affordable, so. Then I have 2 highlighters here from Urban Decay. These were bomb finds. Sin and Aura. I then have 2 blushes here from Bareminerals. I love these, great quality. Bellini Brunch and You Had Me at Merlot. Obsessed with this one. Next up, we have the Liora blush in Fruit Punch. It's like a marbleized blush. Then I have a Bareminerals blush in the shade The One, and it's just a really pretty kind of like, I don't know, mid-tone pink. And then finally, the last thing in this section is a Lorac blush in the shade Spectra, and this is like a hot pink, and it is a matte finish. The next section we have up is this one. So here are the 5 Cela Glitter and Glow highlighters that I own. I love these. Starting from the left, that one is called Monarch. Then we have Admiral, Painted Lady, Kitten, and Queen. I then have this highlighter duo from Cela, which isn't a cream product, but it's in Kitten. Basically, you get 2 different highlighters in here. And then I have these 3 Algenis highlighters. So the one on the left is Pearl, then Rose, and then Champagne. Moving on to this section here, I have a ton of like bits and pieces. So firstly, I have the Too Faced highlighter. I have the Laura Geller highlighter here in Ballerina. Then this is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen Cinnamon Sugar, like, not liquid, one second, loose highlighter. I also have this adorable baby from Too Faced. This is the Unicorn Tears highlighter in like the bluish shade. I love it. Look, it looks like a horn of a unicorn. I then have 3 of the Naked Skin highlighting fluids. These are the illuminating ones. This one right here is in Skywalk, middle one is Luminous, and this one right here is in Sin. And then I have these 3 products chilling here. So this is a Milani cream and liquid highlighter. In Light Natural, I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Slim Light in Pearl, and then I have this Lancome Click and Glow highlighting skin fluid. Moving on to this section right over here, I didn't have enough space over here, so I had to just like put these things in this section. Even though it's not as appealing as I would love it to be, it still works. So firstly, I have these 2 hard products. This one is from Makeup Revolution and this one is from Too Faced. I have 2 Becca products here as well. So this one right here, and they're both full sizes. This one right here is in Bronze Amber. It's a gorgeous highlighter. Love the geometrical pattern. And then this was definitely one of my favorite finds at TJ Maxx. Literally like fainted when I found it. This is the Endless Bronze and Glow little palette. You get a highlighter, blush, and bronzer. It was in collaboration with Chrissy Teigen. Okay, then I have these 3 cream bronzing and contouring products from Smashbox. Then I have 2 like chocolatey products here. This one right here is from Profusion and this one right here is from Makeup Revolution. This is just the cutest baby alive. We get the contouring shade here and then the highlighter. Love it. And then this Profusion one basically has a bronzer and then 3 different highlighters here. The next 2 products I have here are from Butter London. These were also amazing finds. So one is a bronzing palette and one is a blush palette. So this one right here is the bronzer, but we also kind of get a highlighter in here as well. But this is a contouring and bronzing shade. It comes with a brush as well. And then this one right here is the blush palette. I love, love, love the shades because you get a little bit of everything. Next up, I have 2 of these products from Smashbox. So this one right here was in collaboration with Casey Holmes, I want to say, and it's the Gold Highlighter Palette. They are bringing them back now, so if you missed out on them, I've been seeing them lately at TJ Maxx. And then I have this Smashbox LA Lights blush palette. This was so perfect for like the winter time because you get like these berry tone shades. This one right here has a luminous finish and these 2 are matte. I also have this Laura Geller Duo. This is a highlighter duo in Heart of Gold. I have this e.l.f. blush palette. This is the cream version. The last thing that's in this section is the Smashbox Ablaze face palette. This is also one that they are bringing back. I picked mine up for I think $13 or $12.99, but now they're retailing for $19.99 TJ Maxx. I love this. This blush is everything. It made the whole palette for me. We get highlighters, blushes, a contouring shade, and then a bronzing shade. Okay, so now moving on to the next drawer, which is where I keep all of my lip products, or most of my lip products, I should say. I know it's excessive, I know, but I love lip products. So in this drawer, I decided to add this little container here. So this I just push back, and then this container I got from the container store. I felt like it was perfect to put my like deluxe size products, since there was still some extra room in here, and I wanted to make use out of all the space I can get in here, you know? So in this section, I pretty much just put all my liquid lipsticks, glosses, smaller size products, lip balms. Here's where I have my actual lip stick like bullets, and then I took out the little organizer. I'll show you guys that in a second. So as for liquid lipsticks, I have this one right here from like Lipstick Queen. This is a Smashbox one. It's a gorgeous nude shade. This right here is from Kat Von D. It's a red, like a true perfect red. I have some from Cela, which I love. The texture is super nice on the lips. My favorite one, my favorite formula, I guess I should say, from the liquid lipsticks are probably these Bareminerals ones. They're amazing and they're always like beyond affordable at TJ Maxx, like more than I would expect. I have some from ABH. These are from Urban Decay. This is a Glam Glow one, more ABH back there. Like, wait, is this a gloss? I think so. You belong there. More Bareminerals is a beautiful like mauve shade. And then I have like this one right here from Lime Crime, which I love the formula of their liquid lipsticks also. And then I also have like this Milani one, which is super pretty on the lips. I love the color. Then moving on to this section right over here, I pretty much keep all the glosses. I have some from Buxom. I'll show you guys. I have a little section on my shelves of lip products that are from TJ Maxx. I'll show you guys in a second. I have this kind of like metallic-y gloss from Smashbox. This is a Chrissy Teigen and Becca one, which I love. MAC, I have a nice amount of another Becca one. This was part of, I think, their summer collection. Ooh, this Nars one was a limited edition one. I was so like thrilled to find that. There was only one there. Lipstick Queen gloss, amazing. More MAC. A Bareminerals baby gloss, which really shouldn't be here, but whatever. A Patrick Star and MAC Gloss 2. Came in a set. And then I have the MAC and Aaliyah gloss here as well, which I really like the color. Then here I have more Becca, a Laura Geller one, which came in a kit. The Mermaid Tears one from Too Faced, Marc Jacobs one, which I'm like dying over. Can't believe I found that there. I also have these like diamond lip crushers from Lime Crime, which really shouldn't be in this section because it's more like a metallic finish, but I don't know where else to put it, so I put some here. Ooh, and then I have this peach lip gloss from Too Faced. I have more from the MAC and Leah collection, more Marc Jacobs, and then this one right here is from Urban Decay, really nice. In this little section, I pretty much just put the Kat Von D Everlasting like metallic liquid lipsticks. I really like those. Like they're metallic, but they don't look dry or like patchy on the lips. So I have them in various different shades, and then I just put my ABH liquid lipstick trio in here as well, so I can, you know, have easy access to it. So these three came in a kit. And then here is basically where I keep my lip balms. So I just have this random one. This is from Pacifica, which I really don't like. It just grows on the lips, honestly. This is the Skin Fix Lemon Mint one, which I like. This Milani one kind of gave me a headache. This scent is really strong. I have this like round Glam Glow one. This is the Pout Mud one. I love that. I also have this Too Faced Lip Insurance. What is this? This is the lip primer. I still didn't have a chance to use it, but very thrilled for that. And then I have this Eve Lone lip balm as well, which I'm obsessed with the brand. They sell their products at Sephora. They're really high end. And then I just have this Maybelline Baby Lips in here too. As for the lipsticks section, I have a nice amount from the Too Faced Peach line. So you guys can see the shades are on top. I think I have like, what, 10 of them. I love those. They're so pretty. I also have a nice amount of these Lorac, I think Alter Ego lipsticks in various different shades. It came in a pack of 6 for like 10 bucks, so I knew I needed to have them. I also have a nice amount of these Too Faced 20th anniversary lipsticks. I hoped I would find more, but I have what, 5-6 pieces here, which I'm still really happy about. Don't get me wrong. I also have a nice amount of these Smashbox lipsticks. These are amazing quality. I love the formula. I have a few of the Bite Beauty lipsticks. These are also amazing finds. Some ABH here. You guys can see the lids. ABH lipsticks. These are also pretty good. I also have some from Buxom. These are like their chunky like lipsticks in various different finishes. And then you guys can see the color of the bottom indicates what the color lipstick is. And then I have some from Bareminerals, which are also really pretty on the lips. I'm just so happy with this. Baby, stop being so cute, all of you. Okay, please stop. Okay, so then I just put this little organizer back. Here is basically where I just keep like smaller deluxe size lip products so they don't get lost, you know, amongst all of these guys. So I have like baby glosses and liquid lipsticks from Bareminerals. I have this baby Marc Jacobs lipstick. I love that one. I have a nice amount of these Bareminerals holiday lipsticks as well. It came in a pack of 6. Some Cela, a baby Too Faced one, which I love. Here is a baby Lime Crime Diamond Lip Crusher. Over here, I figured I would make, you know, the most out of my space. In this little section, I pretty much just put these Bite lip glosses. I was just so happy when I found these, so I needed them to have like their own little baby section. And then moving on to what's here, I just have one lip palette. I had another one, but my niece, I gave it to her. This is the Urban Decay Vice lip palette, which I love. And here's what this one looks like. It's great to mix and match or to wear like each one on their own. I love it. It's so small also. Okay, so that's pretty much everything in this section. Now let's move on to the second to last drawer. Here's basically where I put like kind of like bits and pieces. So more lip products, palettes, some more blushes, because these just didn't fit into like these drawers. So they're living here at the moment. First off, I do have some palettes in the back. So these were like really like pretty large to store anywhere else. I just stuffed them back here. The first palette that's living in the back is the Profusion Sienna's palette. Then I have this Clara Cosmetics palette as well that's living in the back there. So pretty. I love the colors in here. Then I have one of the Cargo Wanderlust palettes. This is one of my first TJ Maxx purchases. If I had to go back, I probably would not have purchased it, but here's what it looks like. And the last thing that's living in the back there is the Shannon XO Remix palette, which I really like. So on one side, we get a bunch of eyeshadows, and then turning it over, we have this side, which just basically includes, you know, a different selection of eyeshadows. Then right here, I just have 2 palettes. This one right here is the L'Oreal La Palette Noir. Basically includes a bunch of cool tone shades. Here you guys can see. I also have this palette here, which is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. It has a selection of metallic shades and mattes. Okay, then here is basically where I have more lip products. So various different like finishes. I have some glosses from MAC. Like I said, the ones that just didn't fit like up there. An ABH gloss, a lip injection gloss by Too Faced, more MAC. Melted latex from Too Faced, which is okay. I feel like a lot of people hate that. A baby MAC gloss, which shouldn't be there. But then I also have these glitterati lip toppers from Cela, which are pretty cool. And then in this little section, I basically had just like bits and pieces of lipsticks that I have maybe one or two of that just didn't fit with like the theme of the lipsticks in the other drawers. So for example, I have only one of these Becca like lipstick, kind of like lip balms, really pretty. Bobbi Brown lipsticks as well. I have two from Lipstick Queen. I love the packaging of these. This is also from Lipstick Queen. Like, it looks green, but like it really like works with your pH level. I have three lipsticks here from Too Faced. One from Lancome Chilling at the back. This is also from Lipstick Queen. And then I have one from Clinique. This is a Clinique Pop. It's really pretty. Then in this little section, I have smaller sized blushes. So for example, I have this from Bobbi Brown. This Elizabeth Arden kind of like jellyish, cushiony blush. This one from Liora.y, which I'm obsessed with. It's just such a pretty like orangey shade. This is from Lancome. The texture of this is insane. So here's what this looks like. It's such a delicious formula. I'm obsessed. Then I have these two blushes from Becca. One is like a neutral brown and the other one has more of like a hot pink vibe to it. And then I also have this blush right here from Kevyn Aucoin in the shade Miracle, which is like a true hot pink. Okay, and then moving on to this little section, I just basically have some face palettes. So two here from Liora.y. I love these so much. So this one right here basically has a few of her illuminators. We have French Fizz, Pixie Pearl, and Molten Copper. These are shades that I don't believe she sells individually. So we then have this face palette, which includes the Diamond Dust Illuminator, a Rose Petal eyeshadow, as well as Purple Haze eyeshadow. And I have the Lorac Blush palette, which I think is just so cute and pretty. Here's what it looks like. So we get mostly blushes and then some highlighters in here as well. Then I have this Smashbox Powder Highlighter Palette. So in here we are getting some highlighters and some blushes. Lastly, I have the MAC Hyper Real Glow Highlighter Palette, which is probably one of my favorite TJ Maxx finds ever. Insane quality. I'm obsessed with this. This one is geared for people who do have lighter skin tones, but they have one that's more goldeny. If you have a deeper skin tone, the quality is insane. Okay, so that's pretty much it in regards to this drawer. Now let's move on to the final drawer of TJ Maxx makeup products that I own. So in this drawer, I also put the container in the front here just because I needed more space, and then I just kept this Amazon container here as well. Okay, so firstly I have this Lime Crime Pocket Candy palette. I had the one in the blue packaging as well, but I gave that to my niece, Cookie Dough. I have this Stila Light to Medium face palette as well as eyeshadow palette. And then we have the Velvet Touch eyeshadow palette by e.l.f. And this palette right here from MAC in collaboration with Patrick Star. This is a really great find. And I have this Lime Crime Plushies little quad that Emma actually gifted me. Love this. Moving on to this section here, I have two palettes here from Too Faced. I always wanted these, but never wanted to purchase them for the full price tag. So when I found them at TJ Maxx, I'm like, yes! I then have two palettes here from Bareminerals, which I don't get a ton of use out of, but they're still really pretty. This one right here is in a silver package. This is in the rose gold. You guys can see like the shades in the back of this one. This one looks like this, more cooler tone. Then I have these two Smashbox palettes, which I really like. A very unique color selection in each. This is the Cover Shot Smokey eyeshadow palette. I got it for mainly like that green color. And this one right here is in Punked. You basically get a nice amount of purples. Then I have palettes that are a bit larger in this section. I have the Kat Von D Metal Matte eyeshadow palette, which has mattes and metallics. The Bareminerals palette, the Liora.y Nude Attitude, which is one of my favorites. Tell me right now that this is not gorgeous. We get a selection of mattes on top, satins in the middle, and metallics in the last row. I then have two palettes here from e.l.f. Then this one right here is from Profusion, which is okay. In this little section here, I have my cream shadows, like I mentioned to you guys. So I have a few of the Urban Decay Moondust liquid eyeshadows. So that blue shade, this gorgeous like bronzy pinky type of shade. I also have a nice amount of these Too Faced Glitter Pop Peel Off Eyeliners, which are so fun. So I have that pink one. This really gorgeous blue, which I think would be perfect for the summertime. This beautiful purple, and the packaging is so adorable. I have this white, which was I think the first one that I purchased. Two of these Cool Lid Eye Cream shadows from Liora.y. They're amazing. One in Mermaid Marine and Bronze Beauty. And then I have to show you guys these. These are also a really great find from Kevin Aquan. They're so pretty. I'm obsessed with them. They just add the perfect glow to the eyes. Yeah, glow to the eyes. I love them. Moving on to this little section here, I have two palettes here from Bareminerals, so the Latte palette and the Copper palette. So on the left, we have the Latte palette. On the right is the Copper palette. When I was in the store, I just couldn't decide, so I purchased both, and I love the quality. They retail for, I think, 30 bucks on Ulta, even at, like, currently at the moment. It's crazy. And then I pretty much have, like, my pride and joy over here. I have a bunch of these Cela Glitter and Glows and one of the Shimmer and Glows. Starting from the left, we have Fairy Tale, Sea Siren, Gypsy. Then we have Enchantress and Next to Note, which is that gorgeous reddish shade. Reminds me of Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. So then we have these few. The first four are the Cela Glitter and Glows, and then the last one, you guys can see it has a different package. That's a Shimmer and Glow. So starting from the left, we have Molten Midnight, Into the Blue, Sunset Cove, Stylish, and then Carefree. Then right here in this section, I have my MAC palettes, which I'm obsessed with, and then I have cream eyeshadows. So firstly, I have the Smarty Pants palette by MAC. I have Queen Supreme, Classic Cutie, which is pretty much purple toned, Power Hungry, which is the first one I found, Fashion Fanatic, and Risk Taker. Not gonna lie, Smarty Pants is probably my favorite because it's school themed, and I just happen to really like the color story of this more than like the other ones, but all of them are pretty nice. And then as for what's on this side, I pretty much have like those cream eyeshadows. So I have a few from The Balm. What is this? A few from Bareminerals, and that's pretty much it. What's this one? Oh, a Marc Jacobs one as well, which is pretty cool. These are just great to throw on a kind of cold day, you know? And then finally, I have this little container of single eyeshadows. So I have these three from Stila. These are actually duos, so I have them in 3 different shades. A silver one, a blue one, and a purple one. These were really fun finds as well. I love them. They're the Lancome Singular Shadows. They were pretty pricey on their own, but I knew I had to have them, especially for the packaging. I have 2 of the Urban Decay Single Eyeshadows. These are recent finds. Actually, I have 3 right over here. This Too Faced Pure Gold Loose Pigment. What is this? This is a Nars single eyeshadow in Phoebe. I know I have to have it, you know, because from Friends. It's a gorgeous purple. I also have this Smashbox Photo Edit Trio in It's Fire. I also have the Singular MAC Shadow in Dazzle Style, a Laura Geller duo right over here. This back on Chrissy Teigen duo. So we basically have like a regular eyeshadow right over there, and then this eyeshadow has more of like a gooey feel, like a liquidy feel to it. And then I basically just pretty much have 2 of these Butter London glazed eye glosses, like jelly-ish, like eye glosses as the name states. And then this shade as well. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. That is everything that is in the last drawer. I actually also wanted to show you guys on my shelves here. I do have this little container of a few things that I also purchased from TJ Maxx. So the MAC Patrick Star Bronzer and Blush, and then a few other MAC products in the back there. I will do a full in-depth makeup collection shortly. And then in these little containers as well, I also have a nice amount of these Too Faced like Heart Sweetheart blushes. Is that what it's called? I'm not sure. The heart blushes basically, and then the Too Faced Peach blushes. As well as the bronzer over there. I also have some of these MAC lipsticks in this organizer that I purchased from TJ Maxx. I didn't purchase all of these MAC lipsticks from TJ Maxx. I believe only like 5 or 6 pieces, and then the rest I did purchase from the regular MAC store, but this is an example of one I found at TJ Maxx. This I believe I found at TJ Maxx, yeah, the Nicki Minaj one, as well as this one, and oh, this one too. So I think the whole first row. And then in this little section, I also have a few of these Buxom Lip Polishes. So I have them in 5 different shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I just decided to display them here because I thought they were really, really cutesy. So I hope you guys enjoyed my TJ Maxx makeup collection video. Definitely let me know what you thought about this. I'm looking forward to reading your comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.